Today is not the day for being at work. It is miserable outside. Perfect day for being at home in the sewing room. I got up early this morning to take Harry to work. So I've been awake since about 4:45 and it has not stopped raining. It has just been constant. It's the perfect day actually to have the houseplants all outside to catch all this rain. Get some rainwater. But I'm here. I'm at school. Listening to the sound of the rain is slightly less relaxing when you're at work. And when you're at home, it's just that little bit more cozy. You can just enjoy it. But here we are. Good evening, lovely friends. It's Nikki. You are here in the sewing room with Nick. It is Sunday the 26th, late at night, as per usual. I've had a big weekend. So the last time I spoke to you, it was Friday. I was at school. It was rainy. It has rained all weekend, like all weekend. So Saturday I worked. So I didn't get a lot of sewing done. I did sew, but it was more lessons. And then Saturday night, I just did some quiet crochet. I finished off a project. I'll show you it now. This is just a granny square blanket that I have made. It's just a giant granny square in grey and white. Gosh, I love making these. I love crochet, but I love crochet you don't think about very much, which means giant granny squares where there's no joining, all me, love it. And I just finished it off with a bit of a scallop on the edge. So nice and simple. And these are great to have. These are great to have in the TV room watching TV. You know, no one's ever cold at my house, ever. If it's not a quilt, it's a blanket. So I was happy to finish that one. This one originally I had made for my eldest son, but I have a feeling his sister is going to nick off with it. We'll see who gets it. I don't know. Someone will win it. Today has been a little bit exciting. So yesterday while I was at work, I had an IKEA delivery, which my husband put together, and it is behind me here. So this area here is actually where the old wooden cabinet used to be. So if you have a look at my sewing room tour, and the very start of that tour, in fact, I talk about how much I disliked this wall with its big brown cabinet, and it was just a lot. Well, let me show you it now. So this is it now. So this is called the Hemnes, I think that's how you pronounce it, cabinet, from IKEA. So I had it delivered while I was at work, and when I came home from work, my husband had put it together for me, so all I had to do was fill it up. So I have condensed the cabinet down to stationery on this side, quilt books in this side, and my Cricut, yarn, embroidery, and just some odds and ends in that one. So I'm pretty happy with the fact that that's all condensed down to this gorgeous cabinet. And then on the top here, I just have moved my threads over to this side. And you can see some of my toy makes that I've made a little bit clearer now because they're not in a dark cabinet. So these were just things I had on display in the brown cabinet. And then I have moved my minis that were on the far wall over to this side because when you come over here, I have a design wall. I'm so excited. I have talked about getting a design wall for years and years and years. And look, this was my project today. So let's have a closer look. It is actually, so these are acoustic pinboards, they're called, from Bunnings. They are just under $30 each, and they got quite a bit of thickness, perfect for pinning up your blocks. How amazing! I'm so excited. And so while it's not very wide, it does go from ceiling to floor. And this here was in that corner. I haven't quite been able to condense down that much. So I have had to keep this for the moment and probably will continue to keep it because there's only so much condensing I can do unless I sew some of this fabric. But, oh, I'm so excited about this. And look, my blocks. It makes me so motivated to finish that quilt seeing those blocks there. These blocks are from the Jen Kingwell Long Time Gone quilt. And I've done quite a few of those blocks and I'm like doing them entirely out of my scraps. So yeah, totally keen to get started on that again now that I've seen that out on my wall, on my design wall. No more design floor. The floor has become redundant. So I'm really, really happy with my design wall, like really happy. A little happy dance all over the place. So for a rainy weekend, it's turned out pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. I just love it. So amongst all this excitement, I haven't done any sewing on my sewing machine at all. I have done a little bit of cross stitch this week. So it's starting to look a little bit like a sewing machine. You can see the cord now and the pincushion, and it's getting there. So I'm liking how this is coming along. This will probably go up on this wall here, I'm thinking. I do have the other wall here with all my other minis on it. So it might go on there as well. We don't know. Wait and see when it's finished. I don't know how I'm going to frame it. I've never framed a cross stitch before. So I'll have to look into how to do that because I've never actually, like I've done small ones that you can fit in like little photo frame type things just as little gifts, but this one's going to be big, so I have to work out what to do about that one. But otherwise, it's Wednesday is my next day off, so Wednesday will be a big sew day. I can't wait to get in here and get sewing because it's just, I don't want to leave this room at the moment. I just don't even want to leave. I love it in here. It's just so pretty. Okay, so let's have a think about goals. I'm going to try really hard to set myself a weekly goal to achieve little things. I don't want to achieve big things. I don't want to overwhelm myself. So I need little goals. So by Sunday next week, so this is a whole 7 days. That's a long time, 7 days I can do this. I want to have put my borders on my Ultimate Beginner quilt. I've done the sashing, I just haven't put the last border on. And then once I've done that, I can baste it. So by Sunday next week, I want to have borders on and I want the quilt to be basted. I want a quilt sandwich ready so that hopefully on Sunday I can spend the day doing some quilting, because I haven't had a day of quilting in a little while. It's been a minute. So that's my goal for this week. Would you like to see me baste a quilt? It means that there'll be a video of me crawling on the ground. Is that going to be interesting viewing? I don't know. It could be hilarious viewing, but it's how I do it. I don't know, maybe. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see how I feel on the day. But that's the goal. The goal is finish the Ultimate Beginner's quilt, baste it ready for quilting, and start quilting. If I can get those things done by Sunday next week, I will be a happy girl. Once I get past the basting, the quilting and the binding is just, I love doing it. I love quilting, love binding. Basting, my other goal will be to continue doing some work on my cross stitch. So I might try to do a little bit each night, especially now that I don't have any more crochet to do unless I start another project, which I have got a lot of green yarn that I was going to do another one, because crochet is fun. It'll just be another big granny square because they are so easy and so just nice and relaxing, because you don't have to think about anything. It's almost automatic. You have to excuse the hair. Sunday hair looks like this. That's what Sunday hair looks like. On that note, my friends, I'm going to leave you here. Have a great evening. Enjoy your week. I will hopefully chat with you on Wednesday on my day off. Otherwise, I will see you again on Sunday. As always, if you've enjoyed stopping in to say hello, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you join me again. Love having a chat with you all and filling you in on my crafting adventures, however big or small they are each week. It's always a pleasure to share with you. So have a wonderful week and I will see you again next time. Bye.